of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item approval of agenda or adjustments.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as read. Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mr. McBride to approve the agenda as read. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the agenda has been approved as read. Item 4, student achievement. We have our young writers.
Principal Brown. So Pocket was actually fortunate to have all three elementary winners in the categories for K1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Most of them are playing soccer. One of them is coming in the door in just a moment. So the K1 winner, oh no, it's a K2 winner. Hello. I'm talking about you. Our K is 1, 2. So sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. That's it. So our 1, 2 winner is Ivy Candles, and she's at soccer tonight. Our 2, 3 winner was Joshua Ramsey. He's also at soccer tonight. And our 5, 6 winner is Isaiah Fitz, who just walked in the door. And so Isaiah, if you would like to stand and be recognized. And he actually brought his piece with him, if you guys would like to hear.
Sure.
So, Mr. Isaiah, you want to come on over? Nice one.
Nature's call. Have you ever felt that little voice? Have you ever felt nature's call? That little part of you that just wants adventure. And have you ever wondered how baby spiders just know how to make webs and how baby turtles just know to go to the ocean? Well, that is nature's call. For animals, it is even stronger. That is why birds fly to far places, why foxes roam the woods, and why fish swim very far. Some people follow the call, some do not. For some it is stronger, but others it is weaker. Some people go camping and some just go on a walk, but most people feel the urge somehow. Oceans are beautiful and important and part of nature's call. All the animals in the ocean feel the call just the same as all the other animals. It fascinates me that baby turtles just know to go to the ocean after hatching out of their eggs. As many other animals too, it seems like just a second sense that they have. The ocean is very beautiful and has a delicate ecosystem. All living things in the ocean depend on each other. The ocean is living more than people think. For example, most people think that coral is a rock, but it's actually an animal. Surprisingly, coral is related to jellyfish. The sky is also very beautiful and important part of nature's call. All the animals in the sky feel the call just the same as all the others. It fascinates me how birds know how to navigate south for winter. I think it is amazing how they have it almost programmed into their heads. Humans have also felt the call to the sky, especially Wilbur and Orville Wright, who felt the call and decided to try to invent the airplane. And they succeeded. I am fascinated with the sky and flying in my grandpa's airplane. It is very exhilarating. Forests and fields are very fascinating and important, and also part of nature's call. Many animals live in the forest, like foxes, bears, and many others. Sadly, lots of forests are being cut down every year, and those animals are starting to be endangered. I hope that loggers plant trees behind where they log. Many animals live in fields too, like mice, kind of a fox, and many others. Kinds of foxes and many others. Lots of fields have been turned into crop fields, but that thankfully does not ruin it like deforestation does to forests. Underneath the ground is also fascinating and important, also part of nature's call. It has all the animals like groundhogs, moles, and some others. It has minerals like coal, diamonds, and other ores. I also think the caves, caverns, and sinkholes are very cool. There are some fascinating man-made things like coal mines and the Kola Super Deep Borehole, the deepest hole on Earth. I think these are very interesting and cool. I think caverns are fun to go into. Nature's Call is very fascinating, interesting, and mysterious. It guides animals, including us, on our way. I felt the call before and think you have too. Well, if you hear it, follow it, because it always leads to adventure.
And we were fortunate enough to have Isaiah for another year. He was actually the state winner last year. And this is his piece for this year. So congratulations.
That's a super interesting subject, nature. Very cool.
Thank you. Is that it? Yeah, that, okay, thank you. Item 5, presentations are LSIC.
So because of all of our children are at soccer, we brought them to you on our screen. We have a collection, not nearly all of our students by any means, but the students on this video are going to represent what we love most about Talkit. So all of our students from all abilities, all exceptionalities, everything that you're about to see.
I thought she was holding an extra sketch.
Welcome to 2025, Kenny.
The volume worked earlier when we tested it.
Show us some kind of art on the edge of sketch.
My teacher friend wants to
We just had a,
hit the magic button. Oh, actually, I think I got it. I think it was unmute. Oh, there we are.
Welcome to LSIC at Talkit. This year has been one for the books. We would like you to join us on an unforgettable adventure through Talkit Elementary from A to Z. Each letter tells a story of how our students, staff, and families have worked together to grow, lead, and shine. At Talkit, we believe every small moment adds up to big impact. Today, we're excited to share the ABCs of our year, one letter at a time. Buckle up, get ready to explore 26 snapshot of pride, perseverance, and love. Here we go. Days for after school or after school program has 92 registered students and 9 staff employees that work tirelessly after school until 5:30 Monday through Thursday. After school is responsible for countless team projects, homework, and ongoing sessions. These were balloons over Broadway. We celebrated Thanksgiving with a grand parade of student-created balloons. The students paraded through the hallways with commentators, Mr. Ford and Mrs. Weaver. We welcomed 95 parents for our event who enjoyed our cafeteria's turkey lunch. Here's for Care Closet. This year, our Care Closet has helped students 1,260 cards, plus served more than 300 gift bags. And lunch, I'm Trinity, and I get to help Miss Bolt make an impact in our school. E is for data. This year, students at Talkit have grown an average of 13% in ELA and 8% in math and Candy and Marbles. I majored and I grew 350 points in ELA and moved up to meet standard. E is for ECAT. I am Ivy and my mom is Miss Sarah. She's an early childhood classroom assistant teacher in a 2-3 split class. And this year, ECATs at Talkit have run more than 1,100 small groups. F is for fluency. This year, our students have read a collective 20,250 passages. Students have exceeded our 5% goal with the average of 8% growth and oral reading fluency. I'm Kira and I'm a proud reader. Teach for Glenn. I'm Claire and my mom volunteers to read aloud here at Talcott. She is also a PTO and LSI student. She's a busy lady. In her spare time, she helped write grants for preparing $11,000 to bring books to our school for students of all levels. H's for houses. This year we began the house system. I am Amy from the Captain of House Portraits. We started more than 150 students and 25 customers eating the house. However, on the side is a baby author. We have to see that the teachers will. I just want to know math. Yeah, I partner with the know math for our math learning this year. I'm Kristen and my math score have grown 53 percentile points. J is for J's, that's me, and I got 4. Eight for the libraries this year. Our teachers received over 1,140 books to enhance our science and social studies time by expanding our vocabularies and content knowledge. I'm learning and my class studied and created our own robots while reading the Wild Robot, one of the new libraries. L is for lunch. I'm Juliana, and our cafeteria has served 15,275 delicious lunches. M is for the math reader. The Buddy won our friendly book competition. We had more than 780 votes throughout the competition for 8 different characters. I'm Sutton, and the Buddy was my first choice. It is for new schools. I'm Sherton, and our 3rd through 5th grade students have attended more than 70 lessons with new schools. That is from one school book. Our whole school is reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe with a collective total of 21,357 pages. I'm Madison. And I'm Haley. And our family has been visiting the 10 local businesses to answer fun trivia questions about the book. P is for parent lunch. I'm Angel, and I've got to have lunch with my mom at one of these 5 parent luncheons. Talkit has hosted this year. We have had guests from more than 60 families. These luncheons have provided parents with grade level strategies from families to help their children. U is for Queens. I'm McKinley and this is Stacy. We both received crowns this year because we raised the most money for the school carnival and the spring play. Altogether, more than $15,000 was raised. R is for Rudolph Jr. This year we performed Rudolph Jr. as our winter musical. I'm Kenna and I play Clarice. S is for Social Studies Fair. My name is Joshua and I won first place in the county social studies fair and 3rd place in the regional social studies fair with my project about WVU and stuff. T is for Title I. Hi, I'm Lillian and our 2 Title I teachers have worked with more than 1,600 small groups this year. U is for updates to the playground. This year we are making updates to our playground. We've made picnic tables, new goggles for me, basketball court, and new COVID and iPad. These for this year, our Veterans Day program, we welcome 22 local veterans, like my dad and uncle. W is for Wigs or Wildly Important Gold. My name is Thaddeus, and this year we have been working toward growing 5% in reading and math fluency. We track our lead measures every day and see how our classroom measures up against the others. X is for excellent staff. I'm Preston, and I'm excited to present our excellent staff. Here they are. Y is for young writers and youth arts in the parks. Hawkins creativity is thriving. We secured all 3 winning spots at the county level for young writers and had 11 youth arts in the parks winners. I'm Isaiah, and my short story, Nature Calls, won the 4th to 5th grade category of young writers. Z is for Zoom meetings. I'm Mason, and at after school, we Zoom with students twice a week to enrich our reading and math skills.
And so that is the long and short of the wonderful year that we've had thus far. Do you guys have any questions? I gave you a written copy of what they talked about, just in case they went too fast or couldn't follow. And so you guys have all those numbers and different things.
Thank you.
I do want to put in there, so in our LSIC meetings that we have had with our family members, one of the things that if we would ever secure enough funding, one big gap that we feel this year is that missing like floating interventionist position that we had last year, especially with the substitute shortage. It's very hard to cover classes sometimes. And so that flexibility of that person who could jump into a classroom or could take a small group or work on those kind of things, that is the one thing that our LSIC has come back and said, hey, we see the difference in our kids, you know, and in the day that they've had and how things are moving forward. And so if ever we could have that kind of position back, that would be of utmost desire. So that was all the things I think. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. If you want to go back to soccer or play.
Yeah.
All right, next item 6, this is one that's been on our agenda for several meetings, the employee disciplinary hearing, but there's no action on that. Okay. And then item 7, public comments. We do have one public comment, and I'm going to make a motion that we go into executive session. This is on the grounds that the member of the public that wishes to speak has indicated that the topic will be related to a personnel matter.
I'll second.
So there's a motion by myself, seconded by Mr. Brogan. We go into executive session, and this is on the grounds that the member of the public that wishes to speak has indicated this topic will be on a personnel matter. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, we will go into executive session. The time is 6:20 p.m. Okay, executive session ended at 6:36 PM. The board listened to the comments from the public, and we then ended executive session, returned. So we'll now call back to session this regular meeting agenda. We have item 8, approval of minutes. We have the superintendent's recommendation for the approval of minutes on April 8th. We'll handle those first. That's our regular meeting.
Motion that we approve the minutes of the regular meeting.
Second. Have a motion by Mrs. Farley, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we approve the minutes from the April 8th regular meeting. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that the April 8th, 2025 regular meeting minutes have been approved. We now have before us the April 15th statutory meeting and the April 15th special meeting personnel hearing. Is anyone opposed to handling those both at the same time?
That'll be fine.
Okay, so we have before us the April 15th statutory meeting and the April 15th special meeting personnel hearing.
I make a motion, we approve those.
Have a motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, that we approve the April 15th statutory meetings and April 15th special meeting personnel hearing. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining?
Aye.
Let the minutes reflect by a 4-0 vote with Mr. Brogan abstaining that the April 15th, 2025 statutory meeting and April 15th, 2025 special meeting personnel hearing minutes have been approved. Item 9, we have approval of bills. I know I talked to Dr. Knott and Mrs. Jones today about a couple of the bills. And then I think you had given some explanation to them on some of the others. So I don't have any questions on the bills.
Make a motion that we approve the payment of bills. I'll second.
Motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mrs. Farley, that we approve the payment of bills. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the bills have been approved for payment. Item 10, new business, purchases over 25,000.
Yeah.
Thank you. 2025, 2026 calendar hearing. This is our second and final calendar hearing. Questions?
You got any comments or any input yet?
No, we have not. The calendar's been sent out to all the schools and the transportation department. It goes, as long as you are okay with it, it'll go out tomorrow morning at 7:30 and close on Friday at 3:30.
So we're still with the same two calendars, no changes. Okay. Okay, we'll move on then. Item C, discussion or possible action to approve out-of-state overnight trips. We have 4 trips. Do we want to handle any of these separately, or can we handle them all together?
There's trips.
Three or one trip? Yeah, okay. Thank you.
The 2 trips.
Okay, yeah, they are all together, sorry. I should have wrote the little Post-it note, read the Post-it note.
I volunteered to be a chaperone on the San Francisco trip.
Joey seconds that. Sorry. All right, so let's, you guys okay with handling these all at once?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm assuming the Europe conference, Europe. Well, we pay when you get reimbursed.
I make a motion that we approve these out-of-state overnight trips.
I'll second.
I think we already had a second on the other end, Mrs.
Okay,
Farley.
sorry.
No,
That's
you're good.
okay.
So we have a motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, that we approve the out-of-state overnight trips. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the out-of-state overnight trips have been approved. Discussion or possible action regarding May 13th, 2025 meeting date. So I asked Dr. Knott to put this on the agenda. If you guys will look at your calendars for a minute, the band is having a performance at the Ritz Theater. And if you haven't had the opportunity to attend the band's performance, I would highly suggest that you do that. And it is at 6 o'clock on May 13th. So we have a couple options. We could change the date, or if we want to keep it for May 13th, if we could back it up to maybe 4:30. 4:30, sure. And go ahead and have that meeting, and then that gives us an hour and a half, and we can still, for those who would like to attend, could go to the concert.
I'd love to go.
Is that okay with you all if we move it to 4:30?
That's fine.
So I'll make a motion on May 13th that our meeting be held at 4:30 PM.
I'll second.
Motion by myself, seconded by Mrs. Farley, that the May 13th, 2025 meeting will be held at 4:30 PM, and that will be held at the high school. E, consider action to pardon? Oh, yeah, we shouldn't we? Here, I'm just rolling right through here. So we have a motion by myself, seconded by Mrs. Farley. Any discussion besides what we've had? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that we will have the meeting on May 13th at 4:30 PM. Thank you, Mrs. Harvey. Takes a village to keep me straight, right? E, consider action to ratify interim superintendent's placement of employee Odie Gibson on paid administrative leave effective April 16th, 2025, pending outcome of investigation.
I'll make a motion based on West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, paragraph 2, personnel, go into executive session.
Second.
A motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride. According to West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, personnel, that we go into executive session. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote. We will go into executive session. The time is 6:45 PM.
Vote for everything. That was gorgeous.
Okay, executive session ended at 7:05 PM. So we will now call back to session the regular meeting of Summers County Board of Education. And we have before us, item E under new business, consider action to ratify interim superintendent's placement of employee Odie Gibson on paid administrative leave effective April 16th, 2025, pending outcome of investigation.
Make a motion that we approve the interim superintendent's placement of the employee on paid administrative leave.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. Brogan, to approve the superintendent's placement of employee on paid administrative leave. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the item 10E under new business has been approved. Item 11, personnel.
I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session under, West Virginia Code, section 9A-4, personnel, paragraph 2.
Second. Have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride. We go into executive session under West Virginia Code 6-9A-4 personnel. And the time
7:07.
is 7:07. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that we will now go into executive session. All right, executive session ended at 7:22 PM, so we will now call back to order this regular meeting. We have before us the personnel recommendations by the superintendent.
Have a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation. Personnel.
Second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. Brogan, to accept the superintendent's recommendation for personnel. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the superintendent's recommendation for personnel has been approved. Item 12, this is discussion of the next agenda. Next regular meeting is going to be held May 13th at 4:30 PM. It says 6 PM on your agenda, but we changed that earlier to 4:30. So are there any items you all would like to have put on that next agenda?
Do we have any policies out there floating around we need to follow up on, that have been put out? Okay, we probably should follow up on that.
Okay. Okay, and as always, if you have any other agenda items that you would like to add, you can reach out to Dr. Knott or myself, and we'll get those put on the next agenda.
We determined that our work.
Our work day will be May the 27th. And we hadn't really zeroed in on a time per se. We talked about doing maybe a 12:30, 1 o'clock time and running through and then having our meeting right after that. That still works for everyone? And we can talk about that. If you, be thinking about items for our work session too, for the agenda, and send those to myself or Dr. Knott, and we'll start pulling the agenda, get together for our work session. And if you have anything, just reach out to us. So item 13, superintendent's report.
Well, along with the work session, Trey Marone said that he can, from Bold Trice, said that he can attend. So if there's anything specific you might want training on, let me know and I can let him know and then he can prepare for it.
Okay.
The West Virginia Pilot Educator Support MOU, there's a copy in your folder. Our county, along with 3 other counties, 2 in the southern part of the state, 2 in the northern part of the state were chosen. Because we've done a very good job with the science and reading work. And so this is a team. We've got elementary and secondary people on our team. And it's to help bridge the gap between elementary science and reading and the middle school grades, 6 through 8. And then the team would present PD to other counties in the state on that. So the goal is for our team, the team should forming to help train the rest of the counties. Yeah. So that's what that MOU is about.
For the terms of the agreement, it says the MOU, hold on, what did I read that? The agreement will remain in effect for the duration of the Educator Support Pilot Program. Do we have an idea of how long, or is it until everyone is trained across the state?
Hold on, Renee, do we know how long?
I don't recall her giving us an end date for that. But they are prepared to pay for all expenses. and
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Good.
And this is just informational. We don't have to take anything. Right? At this point, thank you.
Okay.
Then, just want to let you know, we had a meeting today with the sheriff and a member of the county commission, at the board office to discuss the MOU for the SRO. We don't have an answer yet. We've all got little jobs to do, and then we're gonna come back together, trying to find funding to support that SRO position in our school. So
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Mr. McBride? All right, I make a motion, we adjourn. We have a motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by Mr. Brogan, that we adjourn. Time is 7:28. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. The minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that this meeting is now